Hello, welcome to the channel. My name's Scott, and if you're a regular viewer, you'll know this is a dedicated running channel, and don't worry, it still is. We've got a very different video today, as you can tell by the title. So I bought a new bike recently in April, which is this, the Boardman 8.6. It's been a fantastic bike to ride so far, and I want to give my full review on it because I really think it's a great all-rounder and has helped complement my running so much. So let's begin with the review. Before we begin with the review, let's go through some basics. So this is a mid-price range bike. It came in at £500. I believe, however, it has increased to £555 with Halfords, and that is likely due to rising inflation costs and the costs of parts. It is still mid-range, you can still pick it up for a fair price. Boardman are a very reputable company as well. They've been around for many years, and they've had a partnership with Halfords for a fair few years as well. So everything stated so far kind of ticked all the boxes for me. Let's get on to the actual review and what I thought of this bike. So for this review, I'm going to break it down into three parts. First, I'm going to go through the features of the bike, second, performance, and then thirdly, my overall review. So let's get into the features. So firstly, this is a straight handlebar. The biggest decision I had to make was whether to get a straight flat handlebar or dropped. As you can see, straight, which gives easy visibility, you're more upright, so better suited for city riding in my opinion. The accessories here are just for my phone and Insta Go-To. I'll just put that down. In terms of the gears, we've got trigger gears here. So we've got 2 gears at the front with this lever here, and then we've got 9 gears at the back, which does have a display here and a trigger there and there. So one criticism I do have of the features is there isn't a display on the front here, but once you use it, you will quickly work out if it's in the low or high gear and where this lever here is positioned. It does come with a bell, which is always handy. That is the only really accessory, and a reflector as well did come with actually. In terms of the frame, it is pretty much a mountain bike sturdy aluminium frame. It comes with 2 bottle holders that you can install. I've just installed the one here. You can install a second one potentially here as well if you wanted to. If you wanted water and Lucozade, there's 2 water bottles. In terms of the gears, let's just have a little quick look at them. So we've got the 9 at the back here. It's pretty standard. You can also see the disc brakes as well, which I'll come on to. We've got the 2 at the front gears here. Both wheels are quick release, which is good to know. We've got quick release at the front and quick release at the back here. And then we come on to the disc brakes. So the most favourite thing about this bike, I think, and the upgrade I had from the old bike, was going from cable brakes to disc brakes. And there's a significant improvement in the stopping power here. For clarification, this is a hybrid bike, and it has got, I guess you could say, a mountain bike frame, but the tyres are more inclined to be road bike worthy. So these are very thin. They do have nice tread on them, definitely suited for trail and road, but the thinness of them just makes it a little bit more quicker, and it's one of the reasons I ultimately went for this bike in the mid-price range, as I felt it really was a true reflection of a hybrid bike. You can of course install mud guards and stuff if you are going off-road. But yeah, the wheels are another nice component of this, and there's a nice transition from a mountain bike to a road bike, an in-between state this bike is. Finally, the last section on features is the weight. So a large comes in at 11.2 kg. This is actually a medium, so presumably a little bit lighter than that, around 11 kg. And sure enough, it's very easy to pick up, getting around upstairs and stuff, extremely easy. If you can lift around 11 kg comfortably, you'll be able to lift this no problem at all. The wheels are 700C as well, if you needed to know that. So that's everything for the features. Let's get onto the performance. I'm going to take this out on the road, I'm going to take it out on the trails and let you know how I get on. Okay, let's talk performance of the bike. So I'm just slowly cruising along now. One of the best features about this bike, it's got 18 gears to choose from, so a nice selection there, and with that wide range of choice you can tackle things like hills a bit more easier. I'm just going up one now actually. So yeah, finding the right gear pattern really helps to tackle those hills. Just look at this hill I'm going to tackle right now. Second strength about this bike is its versatility. So you just saw me on tarmac or concrete back there. Now I'm on a bit more trail, performing fine. So this bike can tackle pretty much all terrain. It's not going to be like a mountain bike in that it can tackle real muddy conditions as good as a mountain bike, and it's not going to be as quick as a dedicated road bike. As a hybrid, it's trying to be good at both but not best at both. So again, another strength is its versatility, and I think for someone like myself who just really wants one bike, you just want a bike that does it all, and I imagine that's the same for a lot of people, which is why I can't speak highly enough about this bike, in that any scenario you can use it in. Hey. So yeah, that's another good point. Third point is it's quite quick. Since it's got slick tyres, thin tyres, you can really pick up some speed, which is good to know. I wouldn't say it's going to be, again, as quick as a road bike at all. It doesn't have drop handles either, so you're going to be a little bit less aerodynamic, but it can hold its own on the road and you can pick up some decent speed there. And then fourth is comfort. It is decent comfort wise. One of the things I did not show is the saddle. It's a nice padded saddle, grippy as well. You can of course add your own saddle cover on top if you needed more padding, but that's decent as well. So yeah, performance wise, can tackle any condition. It's quick, comfortable, and for a mid-range price you're getting a lot of bang for your buck really there. So yeah, really enjoy the performance of the bike. But let's get on to the overall review now and overall rating of each category. Right, overall rating time. So I'm going to cover all the 4 points I covered in the performance and give each individual rating on that, and then an overall score at the end. This is scored out of 5. So the first point we covered was its versatility, and hopefully as proven and as shown, I think it's without question this is a 5 out of 5 bike for versatility. It lives up to its name as a hybrid. It can tackle all terrain in my opinion, and I'd be surprised if you found a terrain that you couldn't really tackle with this, as long as it's not too extreme. So it's got to get a 5 out of 5 for versatility. Second is its speed. I'd say this is a quick bike. It's not a road bike quick, but it is quick for a hybrid. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 rating for that. It's arguably one of the quicker hybrid bikes in a mid-price range you can get on the market. That, from what I can see, I haven't ridden loads of bikes, but I've looked at the reviews, I've looked at the ratings on websites. So for speed, I'm going to give it a 4. And then for comfort, I'm going to give it a 4 as well. It's really comfortable. The seat is decent. It could do with a bit more padding perhaps for the longer runs, but again, you can just buy a saddle pad for that. So that's a 5, a 4 and a 4. So overall rating I'm going to give this bike for those categories is a 4.5 rating out of 5. Fantastic bike, the Boardman 8.6. You won't be disappointed purchasing it, and it's up there in terms of one of the best hybrids at that mid-price range. Of course, some of the key features, just to recap, it's got 18 gear choice, it's got disc brakes as well, which are a huge improvement from cable brakes, and for that price to get disc brakes is quite surprising as well. So let me know your thoughts. Do you have this bike? Are you thinking of getting this bike? It'd be really good to know if there's things I've covered. I'm not a bike reviewer by trade, I'm into my running, but yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed the video, and let me know if you do want more kind of bike reviews. I plan to take this to the New Forest on the weekend, so I might do some videos there for you. But yeah, thank you very much for watching the review, and take care, and I'll see you soon.